I've lived here most of my life, and I think what I loved first and foremost are the people. They're just friendly and warm, and I've had the chance to meet more and more of them, and the special feeling that I get when I'm with the people of the city is just spectacular. It's why I live here, I think. Work-life balance is pretty challenging, especially right now. I mean, having basically a full-time job and then whatever else that I have in terms of our public life makes it challenging. I would like to have an extra 7 or 8 hours every day, and then I think I'd be okay. I think for me it's just to always do my best and to be as professional as possible, and to remember in work to remember who the customer is, and in my other life just to remember that it's the citizens of the Colorado Springs that elected my husband, and that we're serving them, and to remember how special and unique they are. It's an honor because I know a lot of the women of influence, both who were nominated this year and in past years, and they're all incredible women, many of them who I just have so much admiration for. To be in the same category as these women is just really an honor.
I am proud of myself for graduating from West Point. That was a very trying experience, and again has helped shape me to be who I am today, and it was just very much a sense of accomplishment on graduation day. I look up to my father and my mother because they made me who I am today, and I think they've done a pretty darn good job, and I just strive to be like them. Their dedication and their hard work to what they do, they give everything their all. I would advise other women in my field to just be true to yourself. You've got to stick to your values and your morals and what you feel is the right thing to do. Just work hard and do what you think is right, and you can't go wrong. I am very humbled to be chosen to be a woman of influence here in Colorado Springs, and I want to make the title proud and continue to give back to the community, and hopefully inspire other women in the community. I put a lot of my time and efforts into that company, and I really am looking forward to seeing it grow and continue to be successful and strive.
I'm looking forward to expanding in other countries. I'm having a ball what I'm doing right now over in the United Arab Emirates, so I'm really excited about expanding. I'm also looking forward to when I'm home having more time to spend with my kids, because now that I travel internationally so much and I'm separated for weeks on end from my family, it helps me kind of focus more when I'm home on my family, and realizing, what I'm missing when I'm gone. And I mean, there's both sides of it. I love what I do. I have a lot of passion in what I do, and so I could easily work every waking moment. But I love my family. When we started off doing software development, it wasn't for the DoD. And we weren't necessarily women-owned business when we started out. And we've just kind of morphed and grown the business from software development into technology training and into military training. Do what you're passionate about, and don't worry about the stereotypes. And so if you want to do something, do it. Go for it. Give it your all. Don't get discouraged. Go for it.
Work-life balance is very important to me. First of all, I was basically the pioneer in trying to establish that work-life balance in our firm. And there were definitely times that it was hard and times where I wanted to give up. But I realized that it was too important to me, and I wanted to make things better for people coming behind me. I wanted to fight for what I thought was so important. And I've seen the success in it. There's so much conversation over the years about having it all, and I decided back early in my career that I wasn't going to have it all. And so it really became a matter of redefining what all meant. And as I look back now, I think I did have it all. And doing the right thing for work and doing the right thing for my family paid dividends and got me where I am today. And where I am today far exceeds my expectations.
Well, I have to tell you that when I opened the email and I read that I had been selected as a 2012 Woman of Influence, and I thought, well, that's nice, but I'm not in business. You know, this doesn't apply to me. And then I realized that it also includes recognizing women who are involved in the community. And so I thought, well, great, I'm very honored to be part of this. Someone I admire. I don't know this lady's name, but years ago, my husband and I were invited to the Humane Society, and this woman received an award for 800 hours. And at the reception later, I remember saying to her, I admire you so much for working with the animals. And she said, you know, they are better off because I'm here. And I've often thought of that. I hope the organizations I work with and the people maybe are a little better off because I was there.
It's just when you start out in the business, you know, you have no life, really. It's a 365-day-a-year job. News is news, and it can happen at any time, so you have to be ready. But I try to balance it. Then when I am off the downtime, I make sure that I'm, you know, doing something I enjoy and having fun and getting out there. I feel like what you give out, you get back. I always tried to be a mentor to those that are up and coming. I remember how I felt when I started out, and just to have someone there to listen. I think that one of the biggest rewards and what I'm grateful for is the viewers' support over the years, that we've maintained our #1 status for several dozen years, and that's just very rewarding. It makes you feel like what you do is meaningful, that you are connecting with the audience. I think one of the things I'm most proud of is Colorado Broadcaster of the Year. That mixes both your professional and your community service, and I think that it's just very rewarding to know that after all these years, your peers feel that way about you. I'm very humbled, very appreciative, and just thrilled to be among the caliber of women that have received this in the past, that have received this year. It's just, it's very nice.
You know, Colorado Springs is such a beautiful place. This is a place where I've always wanted to come and work. And so to be selected to be the forest supervisor here was sort of like a dream come true. With the Waldo Canyon fire, it was a day of stress. I mean, every minute was stressful. You know, no matter which way you looked, the fire, whichever direction it took, there was a stress there because there was some community or some value at risk. And what I just realized is that, you know, you can't stress about it. You just got to focus on the problem and come up with solutions. And if I put my energy towards that, it was a good day. I think the thing that impressed me the most was the way that the community just came together. I've been in this agency 26 years and been in a lot of stressful situations and a lot of wildfires, and never have I seen a community come together the way that this community did. And that's so impressive to me. I'm honored, you know, that anyone would look to me and say that I'm a woman of influence. My desire is to be who I am, to love my community, to love my job, to give all that I have to what I do every single day. And if at the end of the day, doing that, I've made a difference in somebody's life, then it means I did it right. And if that makes me a woman of influence, then I'm pretty proud of that.
You know, I think that's probably the most important thing that we as women can do is really help others, and not just women, but just generally help people find their way, give advice. I just think that that's part of business, and that's what I like so much about it, is the relationship aspect of helping other people. And I think that's just really a key component to what I do in business. Work has been really fulfilling to me over the last 15 years, and I feel like I've been successful at it. But I would say that really being part of the community has really been, to me, the most important thing. And I don't have one specific thing, because I think the Fine Arts Center, serving in that capacity on the board, has been just such a great, wonderful place for me to be. But I started out before that volunteering in other avenues, and it's always fed my soul a little bit to give back in that way. And so probably I would say just the volunteer aspect and the opportunities that have been given to me have been pretty remarkable. I'm kind of looking out and going, okay, what's the next step? Because at some point they're going to kick me out of the Fine Arts Center, which is next September, and they will have to kick me out. But so I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I'm looking forward to what opportunity comes about because I know something will.
Honestly, when I graduated college, I had no idea what I was going to do. I'm a first-generation college graduate. My degree comes from UCCS in media management, and I started doing a lot of odd jobs, waiting tables and such, and ended up at the Gazette as a marketing assistant. Ever since then, I really found that I loved working in media and always sought out opportunities to do so, and I am thrilled to be now at Rocky Mountain PBS. I feel so lucky to have a professional life that really aligns with my personal values, and I don't feel like I have a lot of separation between work and my home life. My partner and I both work in public media, and we both really have jobs that allow us to actualize our fullest potential, which is a really, I feel very fortunate for that opportunity. I'm involved in a lot of boards of directors because I don't want to just be a resident of the community. I really want to be a citizen of Colorado Springs. So I want to get my hands dirty. I want to get involved. I want to make a difference. I want my voice to be heard around the table when decisions are being made about the future of our community. I hate questions like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because I don't want to know where I'm going to be in 5 years. I want there to be surprises along the way.
I would say that my hero is my grandfather. He taught me when I was growing up that I could do whatever I wanted. There is nothing that I can't do. And I've pretty much grown up always thinking, well, okay, I can do that. I don't feel like there are obstacles placed in my path unless I do it myself. So that teaching from him means everything to me. Small business is my passion, and fortunately, my passion is aligned with the values of the bank. So I'm able to be out in the community helping small businesses. I volunteer at the Small Business Development Center here in Colorado Springs. I'm also on their advisory board. So I get to meet with small businesses on a weekly basis to help them. Anything out in the community that I can do to help small businesses, I pretty much jump at the opportunities. I'm really looking forward to some things that are happening with the bank in the next year. I think we're really turning a corner as far as the economy is concerned. You know, we have 20,000 small businesses in Colorado Springs. I think they're ready to have a break. It's well deserved.
I grew up on a farm in Iowa, and we were workers. And we grew up in a very small, tight community of about 500 people, and about 100 of them were Tiefenthalers and were related to me. So from the very beginning, those are the things that mattered most to me, are family and great work, but also, you know, getting up every day and being excited to go and do your job. I try to live my life both for family and meaningful and challenging work, and that's about all I spend most of my time doing. I love what I do every day. The balance really means doing that, and that's about it, those two things. The physical beauty, the climate, the sunshine, but most the people. It's a really friendly place. My family, I have 2 children, Olivia and Owen, and my husband Kevin and I have never felt more welcomed anywhere that we've lived. And you know, people have just been so warm and friendly, and we've just felt really welcomed and such a friendly place. So it's the people we love the most.